Welcome back to my channel. I am Nerdy Figure Collector, and today I'll be reviewing the Marvel Legends Thanos and the Children of Thanos 5-pack, and this looks great. You can see all the figures. You got Cole Obsidian, you got Ebony Maw, you got Corvus Glaive, you got Proxima Midnight, and you got Thanos, and this just looks great. So let's review the box, and then we could actually review the figures. So let's go into that. Here we have is the box, and it looks great. So let's start at the top and work our way down to the bottom. And at the top, we got 4+, warning, choking hazard, small parts not for children under 3. Then we got Legends series, and the series is in purple, which is different from what we normally see from Marvel Legends figures. And then outside the clear plastic, we got this kind of gold outline, and it's kind of splattered with purple blood, kind of like Thanos' blood, like we see in Infinity War. And then inside the box, we got Cole Obsidian, Ebony Maw, Corvus Glaive, and Proxima Midnight, and Thanos. And I believe most of these figures are updated from what we normally got, which was like concept arts or very early, when the movie kind of came in the theaters. And then we got Marvel, Avengers Infinity War, the Children of Thanos. Then we got Hasbro down in the corner. And that looks great. And then on the side, we got Legends series. And we got Thanos holding all of the 6 stones. And you got Thanos down, kind of Thanos' name tag right there. Then we got Cole Obsidian. And that's a nice image of him. He looks scary. And then you got Corvus Glaive. And with his name tag down there. And he looks also scary with the... I do like the gold and purple effect on it. It looks great. And then on the back, we got this nice artwork. We could see Thanos' mothership with a bunch of ships escaping it. You got Thanos basically kind of in the front, but kind of behind as well. He has his Infinity Gauntlet holding some power source. Then you got Ebony Maw behind him. You got Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, and also Cole Obsidian. And this looks great. Amazing artwork. And then you got Legends series. The Children of Thanos. Powerful and vicious warriors will stop at nothing to harness the power of the Infinity Stones. And that's a great description of it. And then you got Marvel, Avengers Infinity War, the Children of Thanos. And you got Attention 0 through 3 crossed out. Then you got Marvel, and you got Hasbro. And on the other side, you got Legend series. And you got, it looks like the same image of Thanos holding the 6 Infinity Stones. And then you got Thanos basically right there. Then you got Proxima Midnight, and that looks good. And then there's her kind of name tag. And then you got Ebony Maw. And then you also have this like name tag down there too. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. I do like the gold and purple mix in this. That looks great. And then here we are back at the front. Then we got an Shattered Avengers logo. We're in Shattered A. And that looks great. And then nothing on the bottom. You just got some random information and the barcode. So yeah, looks pretty great. So now let's review the figures. And here are the figures outside the box, and it looks great. But before I review the figures, let's talk about the background or artwork that came with the box. And it's this kind of shattered like Avengers piece, like let me like move the camera. And it's this like shattered A. And that looks pretty cool. You got this like kind of gold tie-dye version. And so yeah, that just looks nice, sleek, really cool, and looks like it just kind of went through battle. So yeah, it looks cool. And let's put that aside, and then now here we have our figures. Let's start with Cole Obsidian. And with Cole Obsidian, he looks up that high, down that low, shoulder. Can't really move this arm up or down because of this shoulder piece. Or neither, you can move this one up a little, but not as much because of his shoulder. He has a single jointed elbow and like up and down wrist movement. So yeah, pretty cool. Single jointed elbow, and looks like side to side wrist movement. And it looks pretty cool. He kind of has a ball jointed torso and a waist swivel. So that's pretty cool. He also has thigh swivel. He could also kick up that high. So yeah, double jointed knees. So he has good motion there, and up and down ankle movement. Same thing here, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and up and down ankle movement. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. The detail is really nice with this one. This is more movie accurate compared to the Build-A-Figure that we had when Infinity Wars first came out. I haven't finished the wave, so I don't have this. So I don't have like the original Cool Obsidian figure to compare. But if you look at pictures, then yeah, you could see that the Build-A-Figure one was more of like concept art. But anyway, so this Cool Obsidian looks pretty cool. You kind of got this like Captain Marvel colored scarf on his kind of belt. It looks cool. You got, yeah, really nice detail here. This is like rubbery all around. So this is kind of belt. But anyway, so yeah, it looks good. Colors look nice and neat, and there's a bunch of texture going around with the skin and also armor. And his face detail is cool on how much like cool like coloring that they did with this one. So yeah, pretty cool. And I do like the shade of kind of like dark brown and kind of tan brown. So yeah, it looks cool. Let's slide him over here. And then we have Thanos. And this figure looks great. He has, his head can move up that much, down that much. Can't really go side to side. And then his shoulder goes up that much, single jointed elbow. He also has a bicep swivel. So does Coal Obsidian. Coal Obsidian does have bicep swivel. And this bicep, he does have bicep swivel, but it doesn't really work since of the like shoulder armor. And then he has up and down wrist movement. Same thing here. Shoulder goes up that much, single jointed elbow, and up and down wrist movement. And so yeah, it looks pretty cool. He has ab crunch and also a waist swivel, or yeah. And then he has thigh swivel, could kick up that high. Double jointed knee, and up and down ankle movement. So yeah, it looks good. Same thing here, thigh swivel, double jointed knee, and up and down ankle movement. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. You got some nice detail around this figure. You got like you got some texture on his shirt and armor, or printing on his armor. That looks cool. You got some nice texture and nice coloring with infinity stones on the gauntlet. You got his scarring. It looks like he just went through battle because his face is kind of dirty compared like to his like backside of the face. The details doesn't really stop at the back. You got this nice shirt design really, and then yeah, it looks cool. I'm not seeing any really sloppiness on this figure, so yeah, this figure looks pretty cool. And got some nice like wrinkled up pants and nice boots. So yeah. And there we go. And then here we have is Ebony Maw. And this figure is good as well. His head can move up that much, down that much. No side to side. He could also, his shoulders are like stuck. His shoulders could go up that high. He has bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and up and down wrist movement. Don't really want to break the figure. I really need this arm to go down. on, let me try this off camera real quick. There we go. Same thing here. Now that's easier. There you go. Yeah, his shoulder could go up that high. Bicep swivel. Double jointed knee or elbow, and up and down wrist movement. So yeah. He also has a torso ball jointed movement, so you can move all around. Does not have waist swivel. He does have thigh swivel. He could kick up that much. He has double jointed knees and up and down ankle movement. Same thing here. Thigh swivel, double jointed knee, and up and down ankle movement. So yeah, and up and down wrist movement, and up and down wrist movement. So yeah, looks pretty good. Coloring on this figure isn't sloppy at all, really. And yeah, this thing looks nice, and yeah, pretty cool, really. Yeah. And here next we have Prox the Midnight, and doesn't really move head up that much because of the hair, down that much. Shoulder goes up that much, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and up and down wrist movement. Same thing here. Shoulder goes up that much, double elbow joint, and up and down wrist movement. She does have kind of tight torso movement. But anyway, so it looks pretty good. No waist swivel, thigh swivel though. She does, and then double jointed knee and up and down ankle movement. And same thing here, thigh swivel, double jointed knee, and up and down ankle movement. So yeah, looks pretty cool. The painting's great. The face sculpt on this figure is pretty cool. You got like kind of dark brown and purple or blue mix on her forehead, and also kind of got scarring on her face. Got some nice silver paint on her shoulder pad and also on her like forearm armor. And so yeah, it looks pretty good. She got some nice design on her suit and this kind of swirly effect. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. So yeah, put that there. And then next up, and last but not least, Corvus Glaive. I had to think of his name real quick. His head goes up that much, down that much, can't really move because of his hood. Shoulder goes up that much, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and up and down ankle or wrist movements. Can't move that. He does have thigh swivel, or not thigh, bicep swivel, double jointed knee, and up and down, or double jointed elbow, and up and down wrist movement. He does have a torso ball joint movement and waist swivel, and that's pretty good. He also has a thigh swivel, double jointed knee, and up and down ankle movement. Same thing here, double jointed knee and up and down ankle movement. So yeah, it looks pretty good. The gold on this, or the black and gold on this figure looks pretty good and sleek and shiny. And so yeah, nice detail. You see the detail on the cape and also on the armor. And so yeah, it looks pretty good. I would be careful with these horns because you could bend them. They would kind of poke you, but they're kind of soft rubber, so they wouldn't. His face sculpt is pretty cool as well. Got some gold on his face and like purple, like kind of purple blush added to it. And so yeah, it looks pretty cool. And also, I think I forgot, but Ebony Small's head sculpt is pretty good. His hair detail is pretty nice as well. And yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And also with Proxima Midnight, her hair looks pretty good as well. And her horns aren't really as sharp. So yeah. But anyways, it looks pretty good. So let's talk over the accessories real quick. For the accessories, we got 2 accessories for Proxima Midnight. You got a sword and also her spear, or sphere. No, not sphere, spear, which she threw at Captain America, but he caught it and fought with it. But anyway, so it looks pretty cool. Got nice detail. This is like a nice silver sword with a black handle, and also a nice kind of blue added blade at the end, and also at the blue at the top of the spears. For Cole Obsidian, we got this kind of axe that he used, and it looks pretty good. So it's just one basic color with a lot of kind of detail in it. So yeah, it looks pretty good. So yeah. Next we got Corvus's glaive. And this thing's pretty good. You got a nice silver handle and a bright gold blades, and it looks pretty good. And then for Thanos, we've got this arm, and let me grab the head real quick. He came with a alternate head. There we go. And then here's his alternate head as well. His alternate head is the aftermath of him snapping. And it looks like a nice kind of effect. You got brown and like kind of pink red spots on him to show that he got burnt. And then you got also his kind of normal face scarring. And so yeah, it looks pretty good. And then he also has his burnt up arm too. And this thing looks pretty good. You got the kind of pink, purple, red color mixed in with brown to show it's kind of burnt up. It has bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, and up and down wrist movement. Kind of the wrist joint doesn't really match up with the hand, but I think that might be alright, because if they pin it over it, then it would be harder to move and stuff. And plus, if you're displaying your Thanos with a burnt up arm, I think you're gonna hide it, so you probably won't even see it. But anyway, so it looks pretty nice. The stones are painted really good, no really sloppy mess there. Got some nice beat up effects on the gauntlet as well. Chunks missing, cracked, like it's just like been through the snap. So yeah, it looks really cool and movie accurate. And there is the review of the actual 5-pack of the Black Order and Thanos. So let's get them posing and scaling with other Marvel Legends, and that will be it of the video. And here's my pose of Cole Obsidian, and it looks great. I have him fighting the Hulkbuster as he did in the movie. I couldn't really do much of a posing since both are pretty big, beefy figures that are kind of hard to pose, or at least for Cole Obsidian. Hulkbuster was fine, or great, or better, than Cole Obsidian, because he's just kind of like a kind of hard figure to pose, because you can't really move his arms up or down because of his shoulder. And his lower body on posing is fine, it's just his kind of upper body on posing. But I have this, he's using his weapon to kind of attack the Hulkbuster, and that, I feel like that's really kind of what he did in the movie. And so now let's move on to a different Black Order person. And here I have this Thanos stepping on a defeated Iron Man, and Thanos is about to snap his fingers. And it looks great. I had fun posing, trying to pose these figures. I have tried to have a unconscious Iron Man as Thanos is about to snap. I know this didn't happen in Endgame or Infinity War, but I like it. It's nice and simple. And so now let's move on to Ebony Maw. And here I have is Ebony Maw fighting against Doctor Strange. And Doctor Strange is using his shield, or like a casted shield, and his time stone. And it looks great. And here we have is Ebony Maw using his telekinesis to kind of attack him in kind of like a proper way. This pose was pretty easy and fun to do. So now let's move on to Proxima Midnight. And here is Proxima Midnight fighting Wanda. And this was kind of an easy pose to do. I have Wanda using her magic spell hands to kind of influence the sword on kind of not to stab her. And then, yeah, this is a fun and easy pose to do, and kind of what we saw during the Infinity War, and I don't know about Endgame. But anyway, so fun and easy pose. So let's move on to Corvus Glaive. And here I have is Corvus Glaive fighting Vision, and I have this kind of pose where both of them are about to fight. Corvus is about to take the stone out of his forehead, and Vision's kind of to stop him. But anyway, so kind of pretty easy, fun pose to do. And here is Thanos with his alternate burnt up head and arm. And I just want you guys to know on what this kind of looks like. It did not come with an alternate neck piece, so if you want to paint it or just leave it, I'm just gonna leave it. But just letting you know that the burnt up side does not match the neck. So I'm just letting you know that. But anyway, so that is what Thanos looks like with his burnt up arm and head. And so yeah. And here is Obsidian and Thanos sitting next to the Hulkbuster and one of the Outriders. And this looks pretty accurate. You got the Hulkbuster being the tallest, and Obsidian, then Thanos. Actually, maybe the Outrider, then Thanos. But anyway, so that is it, or not it, but with these two. And then we're gonna do 2 more poses, and that will be it. And here is Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight standing next to Vision and Wanda, or WandaVision. But anyway, so this is a pretty, I feel like, accurate scale. Proxima Midnight is taller than Corvus Glaive, then maybe in like Vision and Wanda, or Vision and Wanda might be tighter, or Wanda might be taller. But anyway, so that is the scaling. So let's do 1 more scaling, and that will be it. And here's Ebony Maw standing next to Iron Man and Doctor Strange. And I feel like this is pretty accurate because Ebony Maw should be taller than both of these 2 characters, and Iron Man should be the second tallest since he has a suit. And then last would be Doctor Strange. Anyway, so I feel like this is a pretty accurate scaling. And that is it of the posing. Thank you for watching this review. I really enjoy you. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. It would really help the channel out. And I'll see you in the next video.